This is Christina Scarborough.
And I'm Annelisa Price.
Reporting for the Lead News Network.
Yesterday, the new lawmakers of the House of Representatives traveled to the Capitol and began preparing the presentations for their bills. Meanwhile, the senators have started developing and preparing their bills for the next stage.
It is my privilege to stand before you today as a member of the Michigan House of Representatives and to discuss a terrible, terrible epidemic that is sweeping not only our state and our nation, but our individual communities. Energy drinks pose a real, present threat to our young people.
Those, while not as serious as taurine, are still serious and something we should not be allowing our children to subject themselves to. And that is agitation, as in just being agitated, angry, as if teens were not already angsty enough. And then tremors, uncontrollable shaking, and then arrhythmias, going back to what we saw with caffeine as well. And this is the double risk of arrhythmia because it can bring your heart out of rhythm, which is especially dangerous for young active people, who is exactly who Big Energy is marketing these drinks to.
I'd like to close today by urging all of you to seriously consider the severe consequences that Monster has had upon my life. I hope we can all agree that every Michigander should support protecting minors from life-threatening drugs. Thank you.
Big Energy killed my best friend. I support this bill, and I hope you do too.
This is Naomi of SSI Lead News Network, and today we have Madison. And is this your first time here?
Yes, it is.
So I guess this is your first conference, obviously. So how do you think it went?
It was a unique experience and a lot of emotions, and also there were good questions and good answers.
So did anything stand out to you?
The witnesses who experienced loss and physical disabilities from the energy drinks. I'm wondering about the authenticity of the people who were delivering the press conference.
I thought it went really well. There was a lot of interesting discussion that was had, and a lot of interesting ideas were brought up. And I'm looking forward to see what happens with this bill in the future. Some of the press didn't seem to take the bill very seriously, I guess. It seemed to me like the people who were putting on the conference were very serious and genuine, and I don't think that the press was very respectful in that. This is a real problem we have in our society, and I hope that it gets resolved.
I think it went well. It was intriguing. There were a lot of emotions and stories told, a lot of statistics and stuff thrown out, or rather facts thrown out. So I almost felt personally moved myself. So I thought it went well. I mean, I'm a big logic guy, but the stories really touched me. I'm looking at energy drinks. It's about energy drinks. I'm actually looking at energy drinks a little bit different now. I'm like, wow, that could be my friend. That could be my story. And I'm like, my brain's not fully developed. And so that's what stood out to me. Oftentimes they answered a question with another question, which I thought was nice because it made everyone who was watching think about what the question was really getting at, and it made the person who asked the question kind of go back on the defense because they were on the attack before. So I thought that was intriguing. And I thought that the questions, none of them were left open, that they were all answered, at least to the speaker's sufficiency.
This is Naomi on SSI Lead News Network.
Today, athletes are eagerly anticipating feats of strength, and friendly competition is sparking debate over which of the 12 countries will dominate.
We're not in Kansas anymore! Oz the Great and Powerful! Oz the Great and Powerful! Oz the Great and Powerful! Oz! Woo! Wakanda! I grew up! I grew up! Twice your worth, twice your good! Once your step will shake the earth! Go Aqua! Lilliput! What? Lilliput! What? Lilliput! Who on the top? Lilliput! That's what's up!
Oh, you go.
What time is it? wave goodbye. While we wave goodbye.
All right.
We're gonna rock and roll all night. And whenever we game. Ashton! Let it go! Let it go! Let it go! Let it go! Ice the competition! We like to dream all day, and then at night we play! 3, 2, 1, go! Camelot! Camelot!
Courageous.
Amazing! Marvelous! Energetic! Flexible!
Omnipresent.
Terrifying! We are Camelot!
Atlantis, we're lost but we'll win. Atlantis, we're lost but we'll win. Atlantis, we're lost but we'll win. Let's go Atlantis!
There once was a team that came to be. The name of the team was a Tatooine. The stakes went up, we won't back down, so go. Let's go and go. Soon may the victory come to bring us prizes and points and fun. One day when the game is won, we'll take our route out and go.
Starting this morning, stockholders can choose companies to begin investing their Muffet bucks in. The companies to consider are Andrews Corp., Baldwin Corp., Chester Corp., Digby Corp., and Erie Corp.
This is Benjamin Odom with the Lead News Network, and I'm here interviewing Ashton Smith. What is your position at Andrews Company?
I am the head of production.
All right. And who are your colleagues and what are their titles?
My colleagues are Nathan Pan. He is the head of finances. So we then have Cyrus. He is the head of our research and development. And then we have Nella, who is the head of our marketing.
So, Andrew, which company are you working for?
Digby Corporation.
All right. And who all is on your team at Digby?
Me, Seven, Claire, I think her last name is Moritz, and Lincoln Bliss. I specialize in finance. Claire specializes in marketing. Lincoln specializes in production. And Seven specializes in R&D, research and development.
Yeah, Ben, I'm in the Erie Corporation. There's 4 of us on the team. I'm on the marketing side of things. I work closely with our marketing team and our marketing specialists. We have Danny on the production, and then like production and HR, and then we have Allie with research and development, and then we have Olivia with the finance part of the company.
What is kind of your strategy for this upcoming year?
Make money.
Okay.
Well, there's general different strategies so that are broad. You could try mass producing. You could try just focusing all on, like, say, high tech or low tech, or making higher quality things, or finding a way to sell really expensive products. Not going to exactly say all of the stuff right now because, well, I have competition and I can't screw over my shareholders.
Well, after the 2 practice rounds, we've learned a lot. We've learned, how promotion and sales budget, how that affects our awareness and accessibility. So we're going to up those. We haven't fully decided whether to pick low tech or high tech, but either way, we are definitely going to hit that market segment where it counts. So for low tech, we're going to have a great price. If we decide high tech, then we're going to have high performance.
So yeah, unfortunately, we cannot share that strategy at this point in the year, but I can assure you it's there. We have a strategy. We're pretty confident about it. We're trying some things. We're running things through some calculations and some different modules, if you will, of like finding out what certain things are going to do. So we're kind of exploring things, but we got a strategy figured out, and we think it'll be successful through the end of the week.
How much success are you thinking? You thinking smoke the competition or just barely pull ahead? What are you thinking?
Well, there's a couple different definitions of success. There's how high your stock value is, how much profit your company brings in, the quality of your product. I think we're going to smoke the competition on all 3, but it really just comes down to how much people can realize that and invest before the stock gets too high.
yeah, keep an eye on the stock market, keep an eye on the trends, and know when to buy, when to sell. It's going to be important.
Digby's going to crush the competition.
Thank you for joining us. This is Christina Scarborough
and Annelisa Price with Bleed News Network.